Test, test. All right, we're back at the Dome here in downtown St. Louis for the Gateway League bid weekend as we're ready to start our third match here. As that one didn't go the way we wanted it to, as that got through Allie's fingers. We'll start out in a 1-0 deficit here. We're taking on the number 1 team in the pool as we're number 2. This is the battle for first place as we'll take on Core 16 Navy. It's going to go over to the outside, and that's going to go long and knot us up at 1. This Core team likes to take some swings. They've got a pretty tall, powerful middle in number 13. If we can sell out and block her, I think we'll have a good day. As Allie has to play that one, Reagan runs it down, gets it to Zoe. And Zoe's going to get called for the net violation. Jane will go down and play that one forward. Allie's going to push it out to Zoe. Zoe will crush that one right down the line and tie us up at 2. I said this Core team likes to take some swings, but you know what? We're not bashful about it either, as we got some powerful arms ourselves. This should be a good match, as a good battle as these two teams go at it hitting. And that one sprays a little bit. Free ball coming. See what we can do with it. Chloe to Allie, back sets it. And that was a miscommunication on who was going to go after that one. And Delaney ended up taking it last second, hit that one long. This is definitely going to come down to which team makes more mistakes, probably, as Chloe unable to come up with that one. We find ourselves down 2. Reagan will play that one up to Allie. She'll get it to Greta, who will find the old Hertz donut. We'll see Kennedy hop in and do the serving. She'll go down the right side. Played up, quick set to that middle. I was telling you about that's going to go out of bounds. Tie us up at 4. As she tried to go around the block. And Kennedy will go back right again. Coming over to the outside, got hands on it and unable to come up with it as came quick at Allie and in a defensive move. So then we'll get that to one of her teammates. Chloe will play that up to Allie, pushed over to Greta, and she'll tool it off the high hands, and a free ball coming. Kennedy gets it up to Allie. Greta will dump it back left and find that open back corner as she hit it over the DS's head, and she watched it fall in the back court. Tied up at the double nickel, 55. And we'll see Olivia come in to take over the setter's duties, and she'll go back to serve. Swings out, zips that one at the libero, sprays around from the outside. Big swing, good pickup by Kennedy. Dumped over, another swing from the outside. That one's gonna find the hole in the floor there. Not going to be able to give this team a lot of clean swings and stay in rotation. We need to get on the offense and run vertical, as they say. We need to move forward, keep it going as Kennedy sends that one all the way over, and there's one to that middle. Played by Olivia. Good effort by Greta to get there, but that'll be another Core point. They're up 2, 7-5. Greta high hand that one. Gets some help from Reagan. She'll get it to Kayla. Kayla gets a nice swing cross court and played up. That's going to find the inside the line and give Core a 3-point lead. That'll find the net. Swing it our way as Jane will come in. Greta will go back to serve. The lead is 2 for Core. We got a timeout while Reagan gets her shoe tied. Game on. Greta goes down the left side, popped up, pushed back over to the right side, and there's that tough middle I was talking about with a good swing. You're going to have to get some hands in her face if we're going to be able to keep her at bay. That's going to sail long. We'll take the free ones. All of them they want to give us. Cam will step back behind the line now. She'll go at the back middle. Slide over to their other middle, and that's picked up at the net. The girls tried to keep that in play, but we did get hands on it, but unable to get the rebound as it came down on our side. Left side, Jane plays it all the way over. Great job by Olivia to keep that alive. And there's a big swing from their outside down the sideline, and a point for Core. We've reached the Slurpee score of 7-11. That'll sail long. Keep on giving us the free ones. Never turn those down. Allie will go seam right and get the ace. And once again at the September 11 score, and we thank all of our first responders and military, all that served. Thank you for keeping us safe. Allie goes for the second ace, 2 in a row. Cuts that lead to 1. Right back at the libero. Setter, quick set to the middle, and that's rejected by Delaney. Great effort by the girls as they tried to keep that one alive, but it was tipped over the block and down. And it'll give Core the 2-point lead. Reagan will help out Greta and get it to Zoe Parks. From behind the 10-foot line, that's going to go long. Yeah, we'll see Chloe step in. Chloe tries the left side. Setter has to bump set it to the right side. That's picked up by Allie. Reagan will get the out of system to Greta. Greta with a good cross-court swing picked up. From the outside, tipped over. Great job by Chloe to run it down. And Greta will dump it into the middle, and that's a kill. We're tied at 12. And a timeout for Core as they don't like seeing the energy come our side. This game is huge with momentum, and right now it's on your Rock with Thunder side. We'll be back after this timeout. And we're back out of the timeout as Chloe set to serve again. Tied at 12. She'll find the net with that one, unfortunately. This one at Reagan. She'll get it nicely up to Allie. Allie's going to push it to Greta. Greta goes up and changes direction last second there and finds the left side of the court and off the high hands. Gets herself a kill. Tied at 13. Waiting on the scorers table as we had a couple people swap out positions. They're getting the computer right. They no longer do this on paper. It's all on an iPad. They say we're good. Up ref says play ball. Kennedy to serve. She'll go short middle. Setter's going to push to the outside. That's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say it landed in. I was wishing it out. Lollipop serve to Chloe. Allie gets it to Zoe Parks, and she gets a good swing on it. Somehow picked up, and that one from behind the 10-foot line will find the net. And we're tied back at 14. Olivia comes in, goes back behind the charity line. Not before saying high five to all her teammates. She'll go strong one left side. It's going to go too strong and on out of bounds. Rolled over into the boys' court. Core to serve up one. And that one between Greta and Reagan. Got to have one back off and one take it. Can both hit it. 16-14 in favor of Core. Going right back to that seam. Reagan this time will step in front of it. Olivia is going to get it over to Kayla. Kayla is blocked at the net, but a great pickup by Reagan. Hands on it at the net. Chloe's got it. Olivia gets it out to Greta. Greta with the smash. As the little DS back there couldn't do anything but duck and get out of the way as that one found the back left corner. Good swing by Greta. She'll go off the top of the net. Setter's going to push it to the outside. Rejected by Cam. Core picks it up, and then they reject the big middle there as they go up and put up that great wall of rockwood and send that one home. That's what we need to see, girls, right there. Get that double wall up on 13, and life will go good. 16-16, tied right now in the middle of set one. Another issue at the scorers table. Don't know what they're looking for here. Could be the personnel change, would be my guess. They say we're good. Greta to serve. Might have been checking the rotation. Pushed over to the outside. That one's not going to make it over the net. And your Rock with Thunder has the lead, 17-16. Greta goes back left side. Setter's going to push it to the middle. Again, it's blocked at the net. Comes down on our side, but unfortunately, we had the I got it, you take it syndrome there, and that fell to the floor. Tied at 17. Reagan will fight that one off, get some help from Greta as she gets it to Jane, picked up by Core. From the outside, hands on it at the net. Greta gets it up to Olivia. She finds Jane. Jane just dumps it over the block. dumped by the setter. And this time, Kayla goes down the line, and oh my gosh, that's going to go all the way out of bounds. Thank goodness, as that was a close one. As somehow Core kept that alive. And we're back to a 1-point lead in favor of the Thunder. With Cam back to serve. That'll go at the middle. Setter gets it. Slide back to the middle, and that's rejected. Another one rejected as that great wall of, oh, it came down on our side. I thought that went over the net, but the girls getting the hands up there for the block. And they're hands in the face of these hitters for Core. You can see the frustration on their side. Greta will play that up. Olivia with the slide. And Delaney unable to connect on that one. Core will jump back in the lead here, 19-18. We got us a barnstormer here. Greta will play it up to Olivia, pushed out to Jane. Jane powers it through the block, played over, and the setter turns and dumps it in the far back left corner, and that'll draw Gabby to call the timeout as we're down 2. We'll be back with you after this quick timeout. All right, both teams back out of the huddle. The up ref says, let's play. This one will come at Greta again. Olivia's going to feed Jane. Jane's going to tool it through the block. And Gabby wins the timeout battle as Rockwood will take that point. We're back to the start of the rotation as Allie will come back in to serve, and she'll go back into the setter's duties. Down 1, 20-19. And that goes off the net, picked up. Free ball coming. Let's do something with it, girls. Greta to Allie. Allie pushes it out to Jane. Jane dumps it over the block. Played up from the outside. Blocked at the net. Sent back. Reagan this time got a hand on that as the setter dumped it again, but unable to get it forward enough. Scores 21-19 late here in the back third of set 1. That off the top of the net, played nicely by Greta. And that goes off the hands. He said no touch. That's unbelievable. He's down. The line judges are the ones that are supposed to see that. I could see it clearly from here. That'll find the net, and there's, as you hear, the ball don't lie. We're down 2 late in the set here. Chloe in to serve. She'll go at the libero. She has to go down for that one. Quick set to the middle. That's going to get picked up by Allie, but sent all the way back over. Out of system, over to the outside, or the right side, and that's going to go tooled off the block and out of bounds. And running out of points here as the girls got to get a side out and run some points. They're down 23-20. Short serve, diving effort by Chloe off the back of the legs of, I think it was Allie or one of the 3 girls over there. We're at set point, no room for error now. And Chloe gets it. Oh, Zoe will get the kill as she tools that off the block. And Kennedy in to serve. Need 3. At the libero. Quick set, middle, Off the hands, Chloe's got it. Allie's going to push it to Greta. Played up by the libero, push to the back corner. Chloe gets a hand on it, and Zoe tries, but unfortunately couldn't play that one up. And that one probably won single-handedly by the setter on the other side, as she got 3 or 4 very crucial points, just dumping them in 2 all the way in those back corners. So hopefully Gabby will get that figured out as we roll into the second set here, and we'll be back to bring that to you right after we have this quick huddle between sets. All right, we're ready to start the second set as Allie will get us rolling, and she'll start with an ace. That's how we want to get started. She's had a shelf full of them today. We'll take a few more, Allie, if you don't mind. She'll send that one short right. Big swing by the middle, played up by Allie. She gets some help from Greta, and then we'll dump it. Jane dumps it over. Free ball. From the outside, that swing's going to go long, and there's another Rockwood point. Start out 2-0. Allie will go short right and gets another ace. Mom and Dad are going to have to build her another shelf to hold all these aces. Definitely don't want to play poker with her. She's holding all the aces. 3-0 as we get started here in second set. Libero has to go down for that one. A free ball coming. Greta has it. Allie's going to push it over to Jane. Jane is rejected. Great pickup by Reagan. And we'll send it over, and everybody resets. This from the outside. Greta's there. Allie pushes it to Jane again. This time Jane tools it off the block and gets the kill. Allie tries a short one, but will find the net, and it's a good start, 4-1. This girl getting ready to start serving for Core. Seen her for a couple of years, has a really good float serve. The girls have to be ready for hers. And Reagan will have to lay out and get that one, but she does. And then Zoe Parks will send that too far, and we'll line up and do it again. Scores 4-2. Reagan gets the high hands on it. Allie has to get it some help from Jane, and we reset. Quick set over to the outside, and that's going to go off the net and out of bounds. And I don't think anybody touched it. And that's what he wants to consult with all his down refs, his line judges. All right, did we see a touch? Let's see what this powwow comes up with, because I think that went off the net, and nobody on our end touched it, and it fell out of bounds. My hunch is we're not going to come up with an answer, and we're going to have a replay. We'll see if I'm right. Oh, he's going to give us the point. And God love him. I like it when I'm wrong when it goes like that. Chris, if you listen to this, I don't like always being wrong, but I do like being wrong like that. And that'll bring Chloe in to serve. Scores 5-2 in favor of your Rockwood Thunder. Chloe will go at the libero. Setter's going to push it to the outside, and she'll go up and get that off the block and down over to the scorer's table. And it's 5-3. And I'm betting somebody over on the other side saying, see, ball don't lie. Greta will play this one forward. Allie will have to have Reagan just free ball that one over. Not a quick set, but a set to the middle. Zoe Parks goes down and gets it. Allie gets it to Greta. And Greta nicely dumps that over the block. Smart play. He took what was available. Takes us to 6-3 with Cam in to serve. She'll send it back middle. Setter had to run a long way. Free ball. Cam gets it up to Allie. Allie with the back set to Delaney, and this time the slide worked, and that's dumped in the out. Tried to get that corner in, but that one went out of bounds. So we still weren't ready for it. We got lucky as that went out of bounds. As that setter continues to go to the well. Cam will go right side. Setter runs that one down, gets it over to the right side. That's off the net and down on our side. Score 7-4. This server likes to drop them short. This one's easy one for Greta. Allie gets it back to Greta, and she'll go down the left line and get the kill. All right, we're all the way around the rotation to Olivia coming in to serve, and she'll go back to set. She'll go back to serve. Libero plays this one up. Set to the middle, and hands on it at the net, but unable to get it to where a teammate can pick it up as their middle hit that one through the block. Lead is 3. It's 8-5. If you're just joining us, we dropped the first set. 25-22, I believe, somewhere in there. And that'll be an ace on the other side and cuts that lead to 2. Gabby makes a little change as she's lining them up for this server. This one goes off the top of the net. Reagan unable to get to it. As took just a little off of it. Leads down to 1. This one at Chloe. Olivia will push it over to Greta. She's blocked, but picked up by Chloe. And Olivia will return the favor to their server. Or setter, I'm sorry, as she will dump one. Found the Hertz donut. Say, we can do that too. Greta will go left side. Setter has to run under that one. It's going to get dumped over from behind the 10-foot line. Olivia is going to find Jane. Jane's going to turn and throw it down. Dumped over by their outside. Olivia finds Delaney. She'll tip it over. Swing from the outside, cross court. Reagan's there. I'm not sure what the call was there. We awarded the point to Core. I think we had a net violation of some nature. Reagan up to Olivia. Olivia with the back set to Delaney. And Delaney found the net. And a little frustrated as she knows she can get that over the net. And Greta will play that one up. Olivia's going to give it to Kayla. Kayla goes back middle, played up. From the outside, that's rejected. Core plays it up. From the middle, dumped over. Jane's right there. Olivia's going to give it back to her. A give and go goes cross court, picked up. Swing from there outside, picked up. Olivia has to play it. Reagan with the out of system to Jane. Jane unable to make a good swing on it, and we're down 1. Reagan will get that one up to Olivia. Back sets. And Kayla will tool it off the block and get the kill. Knot us up at 10. Reagan will send this one just a little long. And give Core the 1-point lead again as they're back to the start of their rotation. Reagan plays it up, gets some help from Greta. Greta finds Kayla. Libero sets it over to the right side, or outside, and that's going to come down on our side as it was hit through the block. The lead's 2 for Core here in the middle of set 2. It's a do-or-die situation for the Thunder as they got to win this one to play the third. Greta up to Olivia. Jane hammers that one through the block. As we're seeing these teams take swings at each other. And back to the start of our rotation as Allie set to serve, down 1. See if she can go on another 5-point run or so. She'll go down the right side, sprayed a little bit, and that'll be an ace. That's a good start, Allie. Let's keep it up. Heck, I might come over and build a shelf for those aces for you. She'll go right side. And we're going to get a net or an over violation because their setter is playing back row. And she cannot go up and play the ball over the net, as she did. Allie will go short right. Setter's going to push it to the outside. Reagan's there. And we got a net violation as we went up to block that. So we're tied at 13. That's going to sail long, giving the Thunder back the lead. Chloe will go back to serve.